50-point inspection, I have Edge of the Universe. It's an Imperial IPA with Galaxy hops. This comes from Magnify Brewing. They are out of Fairfield, New Jersey. This Imperial IPA comes in at 8% ABV. That's the can art on it. Does have the Galaxy behind it. All this front stuff going on. It's like my second beer I've ever had from Magnify, and looks like it was canned on March 22nd of this year, so it's a couple weeks old at the time of this inspection. Let's go ahead and open it up and give it a pour. Alright, so there is no information on this, whether it's just brewed with Galaxy, at least on the can. I didn't do any searches on this, so I'm just going with Galaxy. So the head on this, fairly tight, white bubbled, frothy looking head. Color of the beer itself is a nice orange and murky look. The aromas, kind of like a candied, like orange candy tangerine type thing going. So candy, citrusy, orange, pineapple. A little bit floral, maybe some vanilla type notes in there with that candy. I'd say a little bit of like a cookie, probably coming from the malt. A little bit of a cookie aroma, so once again sweet. Yeah, this one smells like it's on the sweeter side. Let's go ahead and take our first swig now, so cheers. Alright, yeah, medium body, fairly soft palate to this one, kind of a medium carbonation. I'm running through that because right up front there is a nice amount of malt going on in this. I'm getting some bready malt action, a little bit biscuity. There's a little spice to this one. I think that's definitely coming from the hops. Just the way that it's feeling on the palate. But the there's a little bit of a grain note. The dogs are driving me fucking nuts. You can't go out and just treated the lawn. Stop it. So, hops. Let's get some hop flavors now, if I can concentrate. Yeah, the candy kind of flavor, or whatever when it's getting all the candy sweetness type notes on the aromatics, not so much on the palate. It is a bit on the citrus side. A little bit orange rind, slight tangerine. I could throw some pineapple in there. A little bit of like a cooked pineapple. There's that spice note I was talking about. When I'm talking spice, I'm not talking hot, like hot pepper spice. I'm talking like herbal, like spiciness, cabinet type spices. That's pretty much mid palate all the way through. That goes into the bitterness on the finish. So, like an earthy toned spiciness. Maybe along the lines of what you might get out of the finish on papaya, but it definitely seems like it's a bit more amped up, and I wouldn't really say I'm getting a papaya flavor out of this, so I'm just going with where these kind of spice notes are leading me. I'd say it's moderately bitter. Go back in for more sips and that malt presence comes right back, though. It's nice. It is showcasing more of that breadiness in each sip. Biscuit note kind of died down just a little bit, still present though, and yeah, it just kind of goes through the waves of the different flavors. Starts off with the hops, with that citrus type note, a little bit tangerine-esque, like cooked pineapple, and that orange rind going into that spiciness, goes into the finish, the kind of orange rind and spice notes. Yeah, let's give this one a score. So the score on this, 6 out of 6 for the appearance. The aromatics on this, loved it. I like the candy type smells that are coming through, the candied citrus notes with the candied orange, candied tangerine. Picking up some of the malt presence on the aromas as well. Reminds me of cookie, which one of the, there's a melanoidin malt that does give off cookie or cake-like aromas and flavors. So definitely from the malt with that cookiness. Yeah, the pineapple note in there too. It's got some good aromatics. I liked the way that it was kind of on the sweeter end. 10 out of 10 for the aromas. On the flavor, the sweet kind of died. I mean, there's that bready, malty presence. I think the kind of biscuit type note kind of cut into a little bit of the sweetness. That could have been there anyways, because the palate wasn't super sweet. Not really picking up on any candy type notes in the palate. The hops themselves, I mean, they were still present, so not too bad with the hops. It also doesn't finish super bitter. It never gets to like a harsh bittering effect. And yeah, it was decent. Aftertaste with that though, I don't know. I wish it was sweeter on the palate. Just a little touch of sweetness, and maybe just a little bit more juice forward for the finish would have been nice as well. But hey, 16 out of 19 for the flavors. Body on this, nice. Like I said, it's a medium body. It does have a smooth palate. It's not the softest. It's not like the most cloud-like beer I've ever drank, but it does have a fairly smooth palate to it, so that's nice. 5 out of 5 for the body. My overall on this one, for an 8%, that's the other thing, 8%, no alcohol detected anywhere in this. It drinks nice. It's got that nice maltiness to it, and some good hop flavors, mostly hop aromas, but some good hop flavors. And it's an easy drinking double IPA at 8%. I'm happy with it. I'm at an 8 out of 10 for my overall. So, Edge of the Universe Imperial IPA with Galaxy hops from Magnify Brewing Company is going to get a BuMpY 45 out of 50, which is going to land this as a very good beer. Just want to say cheers. Thank you all for watching.